Hello, and welcome back to the Fourth Estate Militia Actual Play. A mini episode this week since I'm on vacation. We learn what happens when an ill-mannered orc insults a proper lady while Juliet is nearby, and why a winch is always a good investment. Horatio goes on a nature drive, and Kennel helps a friend. It's time to begin episode 25. Bertha's taken quite the beating these last couple of weeks.
Now we all know that Joe Carlton ain't gonna pay for no renting hotel.
Over DNI to Juliet, get him out of here.
Now Bernice, you and I both know Joe Carlton doesn't give two drecks about you. All these fighters are trying to do is trying to get you out of your home.
Excuse me.
And trying.
Juliet's going to edge up close to him. Is he going to edge away or just let her get close?
Would you make me a stealth check to get close?
Why,
Or an etiquette
yes,
check?
I would love to.
Do it at a -3 for stuff being in the way. Okay, that's good
And
enough.
she's going to edge up, and would it be okay to quick draw a taser?
That's I believe pistols
All
plus reaction.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the quick draw.
That is
Go ahead, Kevin.
one edge to press the taser up against his balls.
Has she sat in the chair yet?
No, it was hard enough to move herself literally in a circle. I think this one was going to be able to get herself in a chair.
I was being hopeful.
But yeah, you're able to quick draw it. And you're going to tase. Need to roll here.
Sure thing.
No, he's not going to be able to dodge it. He's not aware
Alright.
of you. So what's the
Base
the
damage is 9 stun.
+6? Oof, 14.
And that's AP -5, I believe, for electrical.
Would the nutsack be considered a part of
It
What are
would
the
be.
vitals?
It'd be a called shot. It's a called shot genitals, which is actually a -6.
I mean, we can just say that she went after his back because straight damage is probably best. So
If you want to do vitals, that'd be like hitting his spine, his neck.
yeah.
Okay, he's sitting there saying all this, and then the middle of it, he just falls backwards, bumps his head off the floor.
And then Juliet is chattering with a smug grin down at the body. Hi, did you know me? I was the one hired as a bodyguard because, well, we're going to have to go to the Barrens to, escort her. And we got a chauffeur and everything, so why not a bodyguard too? And you're in the way.
Would you make me a con roll here at a +6, Juliet?
I mean, she was talking down on the body, of course, but sure.
Yeah, +6.
Thank you.
And Mr. GM, with 2 hits on a matrix perception, was I able to spot his comm link?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, I will send the comm code over to Improv just in case we need to nuke that sumbitch.
Question, Pickle, because
Okay.
this would be relevant. Do you consider kill code to be active?
Yes.
Oh boy, we're gonna squelch the shit out of that comlink. Oh boy, which is a new E-War action where if you succeed, it cannot send or receive messages.
What stat is that based off of? Like
It's
for
attack action.
Dex or? Oh, it's attack. Ah, that'd be so
But
good
I mean-
on RCCs.
But I mean, he just got tased. So I think an attack action is okay. And the nice thing is it's versus sleaze plus intuition. So ordinary people are gonna get completely fucked by it because they have no sleaze.
All right, let me see the roll.
So yeah. Boom.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
oh
you completely
God.
trash this thing.
So
Yeah, like it's not a data spike, but
So it's a number of minutes equal to net hits scored, which is hilarious.
jeez, that's
God,
ridiculous.
that is an eternity.
Yeah, squelch. Well, but I mean, squelch is an action that is very helpful for what deckers try to do a lot of the time because you used to have to like Geigo it or force a reboot or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a great thing, but man, that is awesome that they finally. That's a long time for
Yeah, it
that
should
to be
be like
allowed.
turns per hit or something, but
Yeah, it also shouldn't be versus sleaze plus intuition because that means that in ordinary comlink, I mean, there's no way.
well, you can always use device rating times 2 to defend.
Yeah, device rating would make the most sense in my opinion, but still, even if it was using device rating, it's still screwed.
Yeah.
What, 6 dice at most?
It was a rating 2, so 4 versus 8 successes. Yeah, not even fair. So as this guy goes down, Juliet, she's like, Carlton got me a bodyguard? Well, thank you, Miss.
Juliet. She beams up at the woman.
Well, Miss Juliet. I hope you can find yourself a Romeo.
Oh, you into them Latino dudes or something? Saying that to Juliet.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I didn't know you was into them Latino dudes.
They make some good ones.
Now, Mr. Chauffeur, how's about you carry me out to that car?
Yes, ma'am. You come right over here, and we'll get you out of here, and we'll get you to your son, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. And he will try to wheel the pallet jack to this most advantageous position, lock the wheels so that it can't roll back when she goes to sit on it, and he will use his prodigious troll-sized strength to help this lovely lady lower her bulk into the maxi meta chair.
Okay. Make me. Well, no, you're just helping her onto the jack to help her stand up. So yeah, the jack slowly lifts her up, and she's obviously very angry and very upset by this, huffing and puffing the whole way. It's kind of hard to tell if it's from anger or exhaustion. In her case, it's probably the same thing. As you're eventually able to get her up into the chair, and then I'm assuming get the jack underneath the chair and lift it up.
Well, I was thinking have the chair on the jack, so it was already physically on the jack, so that she could just sit straight into the chair, and then the jack could raise up off the floor, so we could wheel her around.
Okay, yeah, that works. So you're able to get her in the chair, which is on the lift. Now assume that you're going to try to take her to
The freight elevator that we paid Jasper to get working.
Jasper, after seeing that she's somewhat out of the way, he scoots around you guys the best he can, walks to the elevator, looks down at it, looks around, reaches over the side, pulls out a cable, reaches into what appears like or underneath what appears to be like a makeshift wardrobe. As he then plugs it in, he's like, it works.
Appreciate you, Jasper. Big
Thank you.
smile. And we will wheel her into the freight elevator, keeping a big smile on her face the whole time because we're just a happy chauffeur.
Yep. He pushes the button to send you down.
And over DNI to Juliet, we are going to murder that motherfracker. He is going to die screaming.
You're speaking my language, big guy.
So once the elevator goes down, walking very tall and proud with a big smile on our face, just making small talk with this lovely young lady, we will exit the mall towards the Gopher.
Okay. As you get there, oh frag, no, that ain't Carlton's car.
No, ma'am. It's my buddy's, my roommate's car.
That is not what you said. You said we were getting in your car or Carlton's car. I am not getting that thing.
But we can't be bringing Carlton's car down to this area. It is too nice of a car for this neighborhood.
Then we get yours.
But this is, I mean, my roommate and I, we share the car, like, because he only works 6 days a week, and I work 5 nights and 2 mornings. So, it works because we can trade off that way.
I am not getting in that car. You best get me something nicer. Already reduced myself to this
You're right, ma'am. Ma'am, you are right, and I am so sorry. I am sorry. Let's just tell you what. Let's just get away from these ruffians that speak so crudely in here. Let me go tell my friend, and we'll call Carlton, and we'll get the nice car out here. We'll have another bodyguard if we need to. So he's still going in the direction of the Gopher, but he's trying to placate her as much as possible.
You best be stopping right here. I'm not going no further. As you begin wheeling her out, what direction are you taking her? What exit?
The one closest to basically the one that we came in. That's the one we'll be exiting, since that is closest
up at
to
the top.
Sure, I think so. Just because that's closest to the Gopher.
She's like, no, you can just leave me right here. She's like, hey, and she's trying to wave at, well, it's a wave. Her whole body's waving, trying to get the attention of one of the gangers that is watching this area.
And Kennel will over DNI to Horatio. He'll say problem, and then to Juliet. How fast can we get her trank patched?
It doesn't Kennel have the trank patch on him?
That's right. We didn't pass him out beforehand. That's my fault.
Juliet could have one if need be.
Okay, that works. Yeah. Juliet's just going to, as soon as the woman starts actually talking to the ganger, she would take that as the cue because that makes sense. So, in which case, Mr. GM, is this unarmed melee rule?
It's unarmed melee with a +2 for touch.
And I will happily do the same.
And I'll start driving over there, casually, of course.
Ooh, she got a hit.
Twice.
Good job, Mama. You did good.
She sees you two coming. She tries to tries to flounder her way away as you both touch the jiggly mass that she is. The first one touches, she just goes, "Oh hell no!" And actually begins to like. She seems to get a spur of energy as she goes to stand up, and you hit her with the other one. She stops. Her breath catches in her throat as she falls back into the seat. Her face goes slightly pale, like her eyes glass over until she hits, and when they eventually close, she's breathing very quickly.
Over DNI, he'll give a thank you to Juliet. How close is Horatio with the truck?
I would assume he's pulling up to the curb now.
Okay, and we will start. We will continue our trip to to the truck, and we will begin getting her in, using the pallet jack for all it's worth to lift her up, to help us get her bulk into the truck.
Not a big deal. So, what do you guys do with the jack? Like, whenever you get her like into the bed, she takes up the majority of the bed.
Is there a pilot program on the jack that we could just have it drive somewhere else? We can pick it up later.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be stolen by somebody or just picked up. It's not going to go fast enough, like faster than like a walk speed.
I kind of want to keep the jack too. There's no safe way to put it in the bed of the pickup truck.
I mean, it looks like you wanted to like lay it on her or figure out a way to tow it.
No, I don't think it's worth it for that. Are there? Yeah, we can just leave it there for now, or we'll tell you what. We'll set the pilot to start driving, like basically going away from the mall, like if it was going to take a side road to leave. So it just looks like it's on autopilot, doing what it's supposed to do. And Kennel will call over the motorcycle and put the dog in, get himself in, and we will take off.
Okay. As you guys begin pulling away, you see a person in Baron's like attire, like your standard like scavenger gear, already running down the jack.
Whatever, we're in a motorcycle, we're driving away, and hopefully this day will never happen again. I will call Cocoa Puff.
Okay.
Yo, mans, we got your mom's. Where we taking her?
Okay. Do you have a sin?
Well, yeah. I mean, depends where you want me to take her. It depends on how good it is. I got my people driving though, so I don't know if they can get where they got to go.
I just need you to get to Eastgate Retirement Center.
Yo, where that at?
Bellevue.
You didn't say nothing about us going to no Bellevue, man.
It's a C zone.
You'll lean over to Horatio. Yo, Horatio, you think you can get us out to Eastgate and Bellevue?
Maybe. Let me think about it here. I do got one of them fakes, but I might know like a sneaky way.
Yeah. You the driver, man. Hey, listen, you got the brain power. You know what you're doing. You've been driving these streets since you was a kid. I got faith in you, man. You know the best routes to go on that. And Mr. Jim, if you will allow the me to use the direct action, he will take four as a teamwork test, 4 extra dice.
So I was going to roll a knowledge check. Can I apply that to the knowledge check?
I will say yes. Oh yeah, you definitely know a way to get there.
All right.
God, leadership is so overpowered. My God.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go through the state park, which is gonna have some not nice creatures in it, but as long as you don't do anything retarded, you're gonna be fine.
Okay, well that's fine. So I know a road. It's a little bumpy, but it smells really nice.
I'm sure she's got enough shock absorber. She gonna be okay.
Oh, I wasn't worried about her. It was more my baby. Bertha's taken quite the beating these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but we know improv fixed her up. You know, improv good at that kind of stuff.
That's right. Did you guys ever pay to have the transmission fixed?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we all chipped in on that one.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was like, oh man, this would be great, but no, you had it fixed. It's not fun.
And we'll take off.
I'm going to need a handling check, and I'm also going to need a stealth check.
Okay, I will actually be taking the regular roads to get there, since I can fly my my national sin if need be.
Okay.
So I will just do one of those like, yo, I'll meet you there kind of situations.
Oh, you gonna bail on us, huh?
Yo, man, I ain't very good on driving on no off road. I mean, look at this thing. It's designed for picking up tail, not driving over rocks and stuff. Don't worry, I'm gonna be there, baby. I'm gonna be there. I'll take care of you.
I thought we were part of the same pack.
Well, yeah, but what's gonna happen if my bike breaks down driving through some forest?
I don't think there's anyone following us, so don't worry, Kennel. We'll be fine. Mr. Jim, does there appear to be anyone following us?
There does not.
All right. Yeah, Juliet's just serene while they argue up ahead.
You can go the other way. I'm just giving you.
I know. It's
Correct.
just I am not a good a good rider. That's what grid guide's for.
You could, but then you would run the risk of potentially being ambushed.
Horatio and Juliet can take care of themselves.
You're able to sneak past the border. It takes you a little longer than normal because certain things have grown up or fallen over, and you have to take some side trails going through this somewhat run down Bellevue Park. But you're able to get through. Kennel, could you make me a navigation check?
Oh God.
This is literally just to see if you beat them there or not.
Sure. Let me roll some dice. 3 hits.
You do beat them there. You just seem to catch traffic and like at that golden moment, like right as like every light turns green, but everything like clears out just enough for you to squeeze through. You're just able to blow past all the normal stops, the normal checkpoints. You're able to make it there as they pull up the gopher, obviously much more dirty than what it was before.
Is Cocoa Puff waiting for us there?
Yes, out front stands Cocoa Puff, also as you now know as Carlton.
We know his real name now.
We have power. So since I get there first, I will roll up and I will keep Hodor in the sidecar for now. Cocoa Puff. You'll
Yo,
come-
dog, how's it going? He sticks out his hand and do like the bro hug.
Yeah, definite bro hug. And he's trying to smile, but he's actually glaring at him. You left out some details, homie.
What? It's my mama.
Yeah, well, huh. Okay, so look, nothing bad happened to her. She had to take a nap to get her here. My boy's rolling up in just a minute. He's coming around the corner right now. Don't worry, we got her out. There was no violence. Nothing happened. Now, I'm gonna let you know, I had to tell her that you were going to take her out for like a mother-son day kind of thing. And you're going to take her to a fancy hotel for dinner and everything. That was the only way I could get her to leave that place.
You did what?
I believe I got your mama out of the squatters mall, which you couldn't do. And I did it because you asked me, because that's what you mean to me. You understand me?
Do you have any idea how much duty that's going to cost?
Do you have any
She's
idea?
going to expect that anytime I come over now.
I'm sorry, have I even given you the bill for what I had to pay to get her out of that place?
No.
Yo, I did this because you a homie and you asked for some help and it was for your mom's. So I did it. And again, he'll do the double tap to his chest. He's like, yo, we got to look out for each other. We grew up on the same streets, yo.
He looks at you, nods up and down. He goes, no, thanks, man. I owe you a lot.
It's cool, man. You know, we got to look out for each other on these streets, all right?
And he momentarily drops the facade that he normally puts up, and he throws a hand on your shoulder. He goes, now listen, I really do appreciate it. Thanks. Or, I really do appreciate it. Thanks.
It's a cool player. Look, here's my homeboy's truck right now, all right? Let's get these people come out here with like a real nice wheelchair or something. Get her out of that truck, man.
Because I'm just gonna to give them the signal, let them know that she's here. They'll take care of it. All right, dog. I got from here. Y'all can go on. And his facade turns as soon as Horatio pulls back up. Hey, he's all smiles and big flamboyant gestures as he waves inside. And out come a couple of nurses with like a reinforced medical bed, and they very slowly work her way back down. They hook up a biomonitor to her. Like, you hit her with a stim patch?
No, and he'll actually take the wrapper off. It's a sleepy time dozy napper patch for ungrateful children. What? This is damn. As technology really does make everything.
Stuffer Shack is the best. Whoa!
You see the guy who appears to be the head nurse. He's like, you used an ass technology. Just
we're-
go on. Go on. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it.
What? They make good stuff.
Horatio.
Haven't you ever had the soy bomb burrito, the one in the green wrapper, the self-heater one? You just pull that cable on. Man, they got
Look-
good stuff.
Look where I live, Trog. I'm not Baron's trash. Get out of here.
Yes, sir. We'll get out your hair right now, sir.
Try to remember your place.
With just a single glance at Cocoa Puff, Kennel will, without saying another word, walk back to the motorcycle and leave the area.
Don't let him talk to you like that. You better get his name or supervisor's number. Put in a complaint.
I will send a DNI message to Cocoa Puff. Give me that fragger's name. That's all. I'll take care of the rest.
You see him walk inside to the front desk, and about 20 or 30 minutes later, you end up getting a name and I want to say like a head nurse, Leslie. Yes, a dude's name is Leslie. Leslie Carter.
And I'll just send back a peace sign as we head back to the Barrens, I believe.
I was only able to upload a short episode this week due to being on vacation and having perhaps the absolute worst internet in South America. I made certain to leave my microphone at home because who needs good audio? At the very least, I hope you enjoyed listening to this particular job as much as we did in playing it. Our GM Pickled Pops he's constantly throwing us into situations for which we are highly unqualified, and honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for listening.